welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about growth mindset once again, and we're going to be talking today all about being respectful and respect in general. So to start off today's lesson, instead of just using our normal anchor chart, we're going to get to that in 1 second, I wanted to show you all off this amazing sign because I know it would motivate us just a little bit more to be a little bit more respectful. And it says, please and thank you are still magic words. And I don't want you all to forget this. Please and thank you are things that should always be said each and every day. When someone opens the door for you, you say thank you. If you want to go grab something, say, you come to ask your teacher, can I please have that? You should say please. Can I please have a pencil? Can I please go to the bathroom? Please and thank you are words that should be used each and every day, and they are common respect. So that is what we're going to be talking about today in our growth mindset versus closed mindset lesson with growth mindset, but I figured I'd show this off before we started our full lesson. Okay, so let's get talking about it. So today we have this awesome anchor chart that we are going to be using like we've used in all of our other lessons. And as you can see, we have our good girl, Lola, over here showing us what respect looks like in things that a respectful person does. But let's start off right at the top. I am respectful. What's respect? Respect is due regard for the feelings, wishes, rights, or traditions of others. So what I mean by that is when you are saying something, looking for something, doing something, you should have that feeling of respect towards that person. So especially when someone's a bit older than you, for example, your parents, your teachers, if you have a tutor or grandma, grandpa, friends of family, anything like that who are older than you, respect should always be given. So simple forms of respect are using please, thank you, you welcome. Also saying Mr., Mrs. You would never call your teacher by their first name, would you? Unless your teacher told you to. So for example, say your teacher, her name is Carolina. So instead of calling her Mrs. Kara or just Kara, you're gonna call her Miss Lena or Mrs. Lena. You're not gonna say Miss Kara or Kara. That's just not how it works. That's not common respect. So we like to use that last name unless told otherwise. So that's a common form of respect. Another thing is if someone holds the door open for you or something like that, you want to say thank you. And in return, they should say you're welcome. Same thing if you held the door for someone. They should say thank you to you because that is common respect. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And then right back to them, you should say you're welcome or it's my pleasure. It's easy like that. Now, for example, say you want something. You can say, Mom, can I have the remote control? Instead of saying, Mom, can I have the remote control? Say, Mom, can I please have the remote control? Or Mom, can I please have the glasses? Again, that is common respect, and that's just what we want to use in each of the ways we talk during the day. It makes us seem like a better person, showing off that amazing growth mindset, but it also makes our parents look great, and it makes everyone around us who is raising us and teaching us look really good. Because when you see someone who's not respectful, that's not nice. You want someone to be respectful to you, and you want them to be respectful to you, and you want to be respectful back. Because again, the golden rule, treat others how you want to be treated. So, now that we know what respect is, and we've talked a little bit about that, let's look at Lola over here, and let's see all these boxes around her. So in these boxes, it has what a respectful person would say and look like and do. So let's look at them. A respectful person speaks, they do not yell. A respectful person listens with the intent to learn. A respectful person listens to the teacher. A respectful person is kind to others. A respectful person is polite. A respectful person says you welcome. A respectful person is honest. A respectful person follows the rules. A respectful person is helpful. And a respectful person says thank you. So let's go over some of these boxes. So we already kind of talked about before, you welcome, thank you, please. But let's talk about speaks, not yell. So if your teacher says, oh, you didn't write your name on this paper, or something like that, but and you didn't, instead of being like, okay, fine, and yelling at them, you don't want to do that. You should say, okay, Mrs. or Mr. blah, 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 let me fix that. Or thank you for telling me, let me do that. Thank you for making sure I knew. You want to be respectful in that form, and you do not want to yell at that person. Oh, yes, I did write my name. That's not respectful. That's not polite. That's not nice. The only time that it is nice or respectful to yell, you should never yell, unless you are trying to get someone's attention. So say someone is kind of far away, or you're outside and you're like, hey, Lena, or hey, Lucy, or hey, Miss Mulvey. You're trying to get someone's attention. Maybe they don't hear you, and you just be like, hey, over here. Trying to get someone's attention, but you never want to yell in a way of, hey, 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 like that, because that's not polite. You don't want someone to yell at you, so in return, you don't want to yell at someone else. Another thing is, a respectful person is helpful. What I mean by that is if your mom or your dad says, hey, do you mind picking that up for me? Hey, do you mind cleaning that up? Hey, do you mind sweeping the floor? Whatever. You always want to say yes, as long as you know you possibly could do that. So if you know that if you say yes, can I sweep the floor, but you won't be able to do it to the best of your ability because you just don't know, you can say, hey, I don't really know this, but thank you for asking me. I would love to if I did. Can you please teach me? That's a nice way to respond. You always want to come back with something like that. You never want to yell, scream, or directly disobey. A respectful person follows the rules. Now, what do I mean by this? So what I mean by this is if one of your rules is raise your hand and let your teacher call on you, you shouldn't go, hey, this is the answer. Is that respectful? Because you're following the rule. You're supposed to follow the rule to raise your hand. Another rule, maybe when we line up, we are quiet, we're straight, and we're still. Okay, totally good. So when you line up, you shouldn't be, hey, Lena, hey, Lucy, oh, did you go there that weekend? You should be quiet, straight, and still, unless told otherwise. A respectful person is polite. What I mean by this is you say please, you say thank you, you listen when it comes to things like that. You don't talk over a person. If I'm having a conversation with someone and say my friend is saying, hey, you know, I did this over the weekend, blah, 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 my dog went to the park, blah, 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 and I go, oh, yep, I did that too. And I just talked right over them. Would that be polite or would that be nice? Would that make you feel good? So you want to show off the respect that you want someone to give to you to someone else. Because when you respect someone, they respect you in return. We're gonna do two more, is kind to others. A respectful person is kind to others. You help someone up if they hurt themselves. You hand someone a pencil if they dropped it. You're respectful and you are nice to them. You are kind. You help someone out when they need it. You volunteer to walk someone to the nurse. You say, oh, Miss Melvie, I can bring those papers down. Oh, Miss Luna, I can bring those papers down. I can do that for you, Mr. Max. You can do that. And you are nice. You are respectful. You are kind about it. You are kind to others in school, out of school, in your home, everywhere you are. These rules don't just apply to school. These rules just don't apply to home. These rules just don't apply when you're out on the street. They should apply to everywhere you possibly could be. Okay, so now let's look. Today's going to be a short one. Now let's look at our saying. So as you all know, if you've watched all of the other mindset videos, growth mindset videos on here, at the end of every one, I like to have a few little sayings or a saying that you can say to always remind yourself about what we learned. So let's go over today's saying. So I'm going to say it, and I'll get up and I'll show you the motions, and then we'll do it together. So today's saying is, please, thank you, you welcome. I have respect. So let's do this. Please, thank you, you welcome. I have respect. Okay, let's do this. Please, thank you, you welcome. I have respect. Okay, let's do it all together now. Please, thank you, you welcome. I have respect. Okay, I kind of messed up on that last one, but I could see you guys all did so well. Okay, thank you all for being here. I hope this helped you learn a little bit about being respectful, and I hope you are here for next week's Growth Mindset Learning video. I love you, seeing you all here today. Mwah! Little learners, out.